Nicholas of Cusa was a 15th century Christian thinker, philosopher, and theologian who also served as a cardinal for the Catholic Church. He was most famous for what he called learned ignorance. It's basically the idea that the infinite cannot be contained by categories that divide things into our ordinary thinking. Cusa saw the very same limitation that all these others saw, but he drew a very different conclusion. He agreed that the mind can't contain the infinite, but for Cusa, that limit wasn't the end. It was a doorway to what he called learned ignorance. And it wasn't ignorance as in being uninformed. It was an ignorance as spiritual maturity. It was the acceptance of limitations of one's ego and a submission to a deeper transcendence. For Cusa, these roads are a part of being human. And you have to choose. You have to walk. You have to live inside the limitations, but you don't have to be trapped by the road. And the way out is to realize two things. First is every road has limits, so no path can carry the complete picture of God. And second, from a higher perspective, these roads are far more similar than they look. And what appears to us as opposites is really more like a process that point towards a deeper way of seeing and being. It's a way that allows us to embrace paradox and the unknown with the courage and the presence to keep going. And it wasn't through a Nietzschean drive to conquer or overcome, but through a different kind of strength. The strength of a blues song that expresses pain and suffering without succumbing to it, or the beauty of the lilies in the field resting in harmony with nature, or the birds of the air flying in their splendor in the face of turmoil. For Cusa, learned ignorance is when one realizes that the way we think about life or process the roads is not what leads us to God. And realizing this isn't meaningless. It's a deeper relationship with reality itself, where meaning comes through communion and reverence and transformation, not control. You start to see how life begins to speak back to you, revealing itself in a way that begins to change you. And then you begin to change the road, and it begins to go back and forth, revealing more and more in this reciprocal process, showing a new texture and taste of life.